What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is Madman here, and we have a team deathmatch on Havana using the AUG red dot with red camo, and then I pick up an AUG multiple attachments. What is that? Reflex extended mags. But anyways, yes, team deathmatch on Havana. Weird intro, very fast intro, I know. Final score, I believe, is like 39-2. And I am probably going to be spending a majority of this game here spawn trapping the enemy. And I don't know if you've ever actually, if you've played Havana and you've had that spawn over there before where I started at, this is like the ultimate spot, because you can just sit behind this fountain and they just pour out of this this doorway here like water, and it's funny because you can do a very good job with it. I'm sure some of you have actually been caught on the other side of that spawn trap, and it's not fun. But otherwise, if you do, have the opportunity to do it. But today, actually, besides spawn trapping on Havana and Call of Duty, I want to talk about well, I want to talk about Call of Duty, but I want to talk about actually the community. I do have, as you know, a lot of problems with the community, mainly just because of y'all's immaturity and your illogical thoughts. And I'm not talking about specifically you guys. It's just that there's certain people on Xbox Live that I meet, and I'm just like, dude, you are the downfall of our country because you cannot process basic thought and you can't think right. And actually, I want to discuss a term that I get called a lot because I have a KDR of like 3.01, 3.02 last time I checked, about a week ago. And when I get into a game of Call of Duty, I do the absolute best that I can do. And it doesn't matter what game mode I'm playing, it doesn't matter what gun I'm using, what map it is, what kill streaks I have set up, you know, I always do the absolute best I can. And the thing about Call of Duty is that if you do well, you're called a no-life. If you do terrible, you're called a noob. I mean, you can't excel at this game and have a very good score without getting insulted by somebody. And it doesn't make any sense, but you just have to go along with it. And you have to be able to counterattack any way you can. So, I think I'm going to spend the next couple of videos actually talking about these terms. And the first one I want to discuss, because I get called it, and I get killed by a goddamn last stand person there. What is it called? Second chance? I hate that part, but you know what? Gotta deal with it. I still come back and do well. But, going back to it, the first term I want to discuss today is the term Tryhard. And I am discussing this, like I said, because I get called it all of the time. Every game, flawless after flawless after flawless, you know, 50 and 6, you know, something like that. I'm always called this term by some guy on the enemy team. Madman, you're such a tryhard. And I'm just like, you know, and I first heard it a very long time ago, back in COD 4 days, and I play a little Halo, and I get called it a couple of times in Halo too, and I get great scores. And at first I thought it was kind of like a hard scoping, quick scoping kind of thing. You know, it's like, whenever you, I guess you can say hard scope, it's actually called sniping correctly for you people out there, but I guess you can call it a hard scope. It's like when somebody gets hard scoped in game on the final kill cam, like search and destroy, somebody will always call out hard scope, and it's like, you know, I thought it was at first like you're stating the obvious, like, yes, he is a hard scoper, and I don't know why. Whenever I use a sniper, I hard scope all the time, because I'd rather be a legit sniping correctly hard scoper than I would a arrogant, show-offy quick-scoper. So you know what I'm saying? It's just, I'm not calling quick-scopers bad. I'm just saying that I'm the hard scope, and there's a time to quick-scope, and you don't always have to quick-scope. So, you know, just if you're one of those guys that always likes to quick-scope, please stop. Please. It's not cool. You're not cool. There's only quick-scope if it's a necessity. But anyways, getting off of that, I want to go into back to into Tryhard, because I know that I get called a Tryhard all the time, and that's because, well, every game I try hard, and I don't know why, to me, you wouldn't try. I mean, it seems like, because I know, like, if I get the final kill cam by, like, drop shotting, or I jump to avoid bullets and shoot a guy in the face with something like an MPL rapid fire or FAMAS, I don't use those very much, but occasionally I will, and somebody on the enemy team's always like, Madman, you try hard, and I'm just like, huh? Okay, that totally makes sense. I mean, and then I learned later on that he's actually trying to insult me. He's trying to insult me by saying that I'm trash for trying. And to me, it's just, yeah, no, I mean, it's like, why wouldn't you try? First question, and I'm asking you this now if you're watching this video, and I want you to answer that to yourself. Why wouldn't you try? And the number one answer I get is, well, because it's not fun. It's like, well, it's not fun to get your ass kicked, because that's the way trying works. If you don't try, you don't win. If you do shitty, it's like taking a test and going to school, because, like, when I picture people who call me a tryhard, you know, like, what I like to do is I picture him, and I picture that guy who called me a tryhard sitting in class with another person. And they both get Scantron tests. Do y'all take Scantron tests still? I haven't been in high school in like 2 years, but if you go to if you take a Scantron test, teacher writes a grade down on it and everything, and so the guy that called me a tryhard is sitting next to like the smartest kid in class, right? And they both get their test back. The guy that called me a tryhard made like a 50, and the nerd next to him made like a 98. So what the tryhard dude does, he looks at the nerd and is like, "Dude, you actually studied for the test. You're such a fucking tryhard." And if I was the nerd, I'd be like, "Well, hell yeah, I study for the test, man. Hell yeah, I tried hard. I gotta study for the test. I have to try to pass the test, because if I don't pass the test, I'm not gonna get anywhere in life." I mean, simple logic. If you don't try, you're gonna lose. If you don't try, you're not gonna get anywhere. So the people that don't call trash, don't say the people that want to try are shitty players, because they're not. They're trying to win the game for their team. Like I just described taking a test, okay? If you have a test sit in front of you and you automatically say to yourself, "I'm going to take this test, but I'm not going to try," well, you're going to fail the test. Same thing with playing Call of Duty. If you after you spawn and you have your class and everything and the countdown begins, if you say, "I'm going to play this game, but I'm not going to try," then you're going to lose that game unless your team is able to try really hard and back you up. Because if you don't try, you don't win. I mean, with everything in life, not just Call of Duty. I mean, chores, chores, school, and sex. I mean, those three things, you have to try at those things. At school, the people who try at school are the ones who are going to get a better education, better job, more salary. I mean, hell, guys, America's going to hell. We're about to be taken over by the Chinese with our economy. And the Chinese want smart people. So yeah, exactly. I don't want no dumbass Americans. A stupid American. You stupid American. We don't shoot them in face. We shoot Americans in face. You know what I'm saying? You have to try in school if you want to succeed in life. Chores. I live on my own. I'm not told to do chores anymore. I do it on my own. But if you still live with your parents and one of them asks you to clean your room, goddamn, try to clean your room. Clean the best damn room you can clean, man. Because if you don't try to clean your room, then you're just going to end up doing it again. Because that's how it was when I was growing up. You got to try to clean your room. Try. Try at your chores. Whatever the fuck you got to do. Try the best you can. And sex. Guys, girls don't want no half-ass sex. Because if you give them half-ass sex, you're going to get a half-ass blowjob. I mean, that's basically the logic behind it. Try. Try at sex because it makes it more enjoyable. And it helps it later on, when you and her are talking. And because like what women will do, and I know this is kind of getting off subject, but what women will do, what women will do, there we go, is if you are, really bad at sex, believe it or not, they're actually going to go out and talk to their girlfriends about it. So it's like, "So girl, how'd you do last night?" "Oh, he's terrible, man. He's so fucking terrible. He don't know what he's doing. He ain't even trying. He ain't even trying to do me right." So try, and I know that I'm not trying to compare anything in life to a video game. I mean, I know it sounds like I am, but partly, I guess you could say partly I am. It just comes to the whole trying thing, The people who try at everything, I try at everything I do. I do the best damn job I can do at everything that I'm asked to do. Because if I try, I know that in the end, it's actually going to help me in the long run. So I want to try. You know what I'm saying? You have to try, guys. If you don't try, well, you're not going to win. You're not going to do well. Try at everything. Trying is the key. And don't let somebody call you trash because you're actually trying. Because, if you don't try, you're going to end up like the enemy team here. 7,500 to 2,900. Triple kill here at the end with an AUG. You know what I'm saying? Try. Final message. Try. First insult. I'm trying to get out of the way. But other than that, guys, just get out of the way. Don't call people tryhards. Because, of course, he's going to try hard, dumbass. Because trying hard is how you win and it's how you succeed in things. In everything, basically. So, remember, of course, hope you enjoyed the video and the game. Rate, comment. I'm not going to beg for subscribers because I don't like to beg for subscribers. But if you feel the need to, you may, of course, subscribe. This is Madman. And like I always say to you guys, I will talk to you later.